What is going on, my Cardano friends? It is your friend Jack here, and in today's video we are going to be going over the latest news on Cardano. First things first, if we look at the market, Cardano is at 38 cents. This is an all-time low for quite some time now, and aside from that, we're not going to be looking at the price any further, but rather what's going on and what isn't driving price that probably will be in a few months' time or a few years' time when Cardano is at new all-time highs. Bold prediction, I know. First, we're going to be going over a thread from Cardano Will. If you want to check this thread out, I will leave it linked down in the description. And the first piece of news on this thread is the CNFT Con. Basically, this is a Cardano NFT convention. I went to this. I just got back 2 days ago, and it was awesome. There was tons of people there. Charles Hoskinson was there. I got to meet Charles Hoskinson. I got to get a photo with him. I made a video on this yesterday, and a lot of people were there showing what they've been building and just showing what they've been doing. Next up, AA to Finance, the lending and borrowing platform here on Cardano, added a few new features, including a home view with TVL, value locked, and average APR per token, and also added a few new ways to filter info, as well as a bunch of new formatting updates. This is great, and soon enough, we'll have even more lending and borrow platforms live on Cardano. TapTools, a performance tool that I've used recently and made a video on for tracking different Cardano native assets and their price points, remains one of the most useful tools for anyone trading Cardano tokens. Here's a snapshot of the currently trending tokens, and as you can see here, there are lots of different tokens doing very well and doing not so well. Keep in mind though, the market caps are based off of not the circulating supply, but rather total diluted supply, so keep that in mind, please. The Ape Society has become one of the biggest projects on Cardano in terms of floor price, with a floor price now of over 5,000 ADA, just a difference of 500 ADA in 2 days since this thread was posted. And they had a big presence at the Cardano NFT convention, also released their light paper, and a lot of stuff going on with their project. Fun addition, I used to have one of these. I sold it at 500 ADA for a loss to mint a different project, and now here we are today when they're at 5,000 floor. So really cool to see them doing well. Don't own any, but it is interesting to see all of the developments they've made over the past few months. Crypto Raggies, another NFT project on Cardano, has released a game on the Apple Store, and it's pretty cool. Their token Rag is also being traded on Cardano dexes. See the fourth tweet we just looked at for SundaySwap, MinSwap, and others. And overall, it's really cool to see an actual game built based on Cardano coming to iOS, and you can go download it and play it today. A few random stats in the Cardano markets are transaction volume in the last 2 weeks ranging from 55 to 75K. Total stake pools are 3,200, 1,100 of which are block producing stake pools, and the total value locked is 225 million ADA. The MAV sitting at 24, much higher than our Bitcoin and Ethereum in terms of decentralization, and the ledger size at 87 gigabytes. MuesliSwap, another Cardano DEX, also has a little bit of an update. Liquidity pools were activated, and soon you'll be able to yield farm on their platform. Another DEX is entering the space with a dashboard worthy of Cardano's exchange ecosystem, and you can go ahead and give it a try now at 8x Pro if you want to try it out. If you did not already hear, Maladex, one of the very prominent dexes in the space that is coming up and has not released yet, has rebranded to Axo Trade, and I do think this is going to be a beast of a platform offering all types of tooling. I made a video on this about a week ago. If you want to check it out, definitely do so. I'm going to be making more videos on Axo and with members of Axo hopefully soon, so keep an eye out for that as well. Post-facil transaction sizes are coming down, and so are the fees. Well, wherever there are talented devs putting in the hard work to take advantage of it, at least, and JPEG Store is one of those places with transaction fees, or network fees rather, on their Plutus V2 contracts coming down by 50%. So this is really good, the size as well, and this is going to see a huge increase in overall network capacity. Charles Hoskinson, one of the founders of IOHK, which is the founding partner of Cardano, put out a video recently on Basho, and Whale has summarized this, but basically sidechains are coming to Cardano, and they're going to be a big deal for scalability and economic sustainability. And guess what? Cardano is going to have them. Also in the news is OptimFi coming up with its public testnet for SPO bonds next week. These are bonds meant to bootstrap ADA delegation and can provide a real boost for small startup pools that can't get enough delegation to mint blocks. Liquid Finance, a major peer-to-peer borrowing and lending protocol, is now in the preview testnet, and having them live before Christmas is definitely on Cardano whale, and my Santa wishlist. Wing Riders, another DEX on Cardano, also has some updates, including the ability to harvest all farming rewards straight to Boost Vault, a new DAO voting dashboard, and new double farms. Book.io is looking very promising and honestly might have a shot at being Cardano's first mainstream dApp, a place where users can go and they don't even have to know they're on Cardano. Book.io might actually be this place and one of the first to accomplish something like that on Cardano. And yes, they did have a booth at CNFTCon. Yes, I did briefly check it out, but not long enough as I would have liked to, and overall, things are looking pretty good from their side of things. Another NFT project making headlines is the Mallard Order, just keeping on doing whatever they're doing and attracting new investors. World Mobile and Immunity Life have teamed up, and this is just going to be overall a good partnership on Cardano, hopefully leading towards that sector of real-world utility that Book Token is trying to accomplish too, in terms of mainstream applicability and people not needing to know that you're on Cardano, but rather just benefiting from it in general. Also in the news is mainnet deployment of DJed stablecoin. This is probably something you've wanted to hear about for a while now, or rather JED stablecoin. The D is silent, and it seems to be getting closer by the day. There's been an update recently about a week and a half ago, and as I mentioned in another video, they're just waiting on the final audit results to see if any critical issues are discovered, and then soon after that, we will see the mainnet deployment of JED, Cardano's first stablecoin. A huge piece of news, which probably most people don't care about, is Ardana project going open source. This is just big for the ecosystem in general, because everything Ardana comes up with and they put as open source, everyone else can build off of, and really it just expands the ecosystem faster than it would have been without, and especially so when it's high quality assurance code. Lace Wallet is getting closer. I'm really looking forward to seeing how this works out and how this operates. I really want to get my hands on it as soon as possible because I do think Lace Wallet will overtake a lot of the current wallets we have in the ecosystem today, in a competitive, friendly, good user experience kind of way. Now, next up, we have a weekly development mostly focusing on a lot of under the hood improvements, which you might not even notice as you are just trading NFTs and doing all sorts of things. But overall, a lot of things have been changing and a lot of good improvements have been made over the past few weeks since the Vasilla hard fork has went live, and that's always a good thing to hear. Lastly, Lucid now handles Plutus Core natively. This is a huge step up for onboarding new developers to get those high quality products out there that are going to change the world or just really change people's lives without even knowing that they're on Cardano. Lucid is one of those libraries that ports over developers who don't really know about Plutus and Haskell and allows them to utilize Cardano's capabilities without needing to know extensively how to use Cardano's native language. It's still not a cakewalk, but it's certainly a step forward. And also, we have another partnership with Axo, or formerly Maladex, and IMX Identity, a self-custody and identity management platform. There are numerous exciting avenues that we could look forward to exploring together, as Axo said here, and I really do think that if Axo is going to be an all-in-one trading platform with a ton of different tools, having decentralized identity and self-custody is a huge part of that. IMX Identity also partnered with NFT Maker to make something crazy happen, and that is identities on Cardano and the ability to verify your identity and add the decentralized identity to your NFT collections. This is big, and having this basically make people responsible for their NFT collections is a great step forward in doxing, or whatever else you want to call it, basically putting trust in the project creators. Finally, if you enjoyed this video or any other videos, consider staking with the Jack stake pool to earn passive ADA on your ADA. I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.